Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Writing Automation Scripts. If you remember from last episode, we wrote this script to always mock out the search query with our custom response, right? So whatever the user types in here, we would always mock in. Whoops, I guess these would be always mocked in no matter what. Now, let's say in this video, we're going to do kind of the opposite of this, right? We're actually going to be testing the response. Um, Now, generally, I would say you probably don't want to be using Automize this way. You may want to use a different application to test your endpoints. But this is very convenient. So if your tests aren't that serious and you just want to make sure your endpoint is working correctly, this is a super easy way of doing it. So let's hit F12. Let's open up Automize again. Let's see if we have the query, which is not in here. So I'm going to just refresh the page because Best Buy's website's a little finicky like that sometimes. So I'm going to type in my query, query, just like that, and we'll find it in here. Okay, so here it is. So now, in our case, let's see, we're going to have to pick starts with, right? So query, let's do, I guess we can just do quest. I guess that's fine. So we can type in quest here. And so we're going to say, let's say we want quest 3 to always be the first result when you search for this. So let's find where I actually did that, which was this one. And we're going to do exact. Well, we can just do starts with, right? Because we don't really care about the count. So we're going to do this. And now, this time, we actually want to expect these fields, right? And so it looks like, I'm guessing in here, right, quest 3, we want to make sure that that suggestion is a part of this. So let's just clear out everything that is not that. So this, and then there are other suggestions in here. We can just remove these. Okay, we don't care about any of these. Yep. Track, I don't really care about that. I'm just testing the suggestions, okay? And let's see, we don't care about spell check, count, we don't care about this. Okay, so it's literally just this right here. Suggestion, one term. Hopefully I didn't delete too much stuff. So I am going to expect that body to just match something like this. But we may have extra terms here, so I might have to modify this a little bit in my specific test case. And then, yeah, and we can also just check the status code, make sure that says 200. Okay, and so there's no way to simulate this, right, in Automize. That doesn't really make any sense. But I'm going to copy this, and we're going to put this in our script right here. So we would type anything in, whoops, and then we want to wait for that response because we want to make sure it actually calls this URL. And then I am going to modify this to make sure that we're actually checking the first suggestion is equal to quest 3. So 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just modified this here to expect the specific part of the body that we care about. So lastly, we're going to want to update this just, to type in quest. And then I am not sure if this is necessary, but I want to make it explicit. We're going to do promise.all, right? Similar to our puppeteer issue, I want to make sure we don't have a race condition going on here. So like at any time, the Best Buy could make this request, and I just want to check it at some time while they're entering it that we actually call our verification function here. So let's run this, and it should just pass. So we're going to do this. It's going to type in quest. Okay, it looks like we have an issue here. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm just going to add a check if this is null. I'm guessing this makes a different request that we are not worried about, maybe in options or something. So if it's null, I'm just going to return early because I was getting a null pointer here. So now when we run this script, basically, it's going to be pretty uneventful. It's just nothing's going to happen. But you can see we are asserting those things. So let's say I come along in the future and maybe the quest 5 comes out, or this was a past test, right? And the quest 2 was the most recent quest. So now if I run my test, this should fail because our API is actually going to return quest 3, right? So here it runs it, and then you can see here it fails. This is a little hard to read because of these this text here. But yeah, so you can see it expected to see quest 2. It actually got quest 3. So I'd be like, oh, my API must be wrong. And that's how you can do some basic API testing with Playwright. And also, as you can see here, this is still fine. So the promise.all isn't explicitly necessary when you're using Playwright, which is a nice convenience of Playwright versus Puppeteer. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or feature requests, please leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.